word. This is crazy.
This is absolutely crazy as Amayo gets a second chance to score for the Rivers Hoopers, and they lose possession. The ball goes to APR, 1 minute to play, and it's a 2-point game.
Q, what's going on?
I'm not even sure I have the words. I know I should, but that's just a crazy, crazy sequence of play. And they're looking for a little bit of respite in between all this madness.
Yeah, and someone needs to just, you know, take control of the floor and get things sorted here, because there's a game that needs to be won. 11 offensive rebounds to 13. It's a 2-point game, and it is APR in possession, using the clock. 40 seconds to go. 3 seconds left on the clock. Got to go for it. And there's the attempted tip in, and it's Eke who picks up possession. No score.
Wow. This is really very, very tense between these two sides as the Rivers Hoopers try to run down that clock and look for that three-pointer.
Amayo gets the ball out. Wilkins goes for three. Wilkins over the shot. Perry picks it up. Can he do it? Can he get the rebound? Oh, it comes back out. This is wild and crazy. Who gets possession from this? Who got the last touch? That is going to be the biggest call of the game so far, with 13.6 seconds remaining.
It looks like the ball will go to the Rivers Hoopers as per Banza Kalume, the referee, but we wait for confirmation.
It's Eke who gets the last touch.
No, it's Shorozwa right after Eke.
Let's
but
have a look.
We'll wait.
Yeah.
And Coach Mazen asking for the video review. He can do that as a coach. He has one call during the game.
Yes, he's got one coach's challenge, and he can do it on the possession of a basketball or the query of a possession. He's querying that last possession, and it's a big one right now.
It's a big one. Come on, Q. This is Titanic. This is enormous. Whoever gets possession here, you know, can finish off the game or take it to overtime.
APR have already been involved in overtime here in the Sahara Conference. They're debutants, but they've brought the fire here in the Sahara Conference. Looking at the replay there, Will Perry getting the rebound, but not being able to put that basket back. The ball comes off Eke, but then Shovozwa looks like he was the last man to touch that ball, but maybe not. Oh, yep, there you go.
He does with the left hand, and I think he's on the right side of the line, so it looks as though it will be Hoopers who pick up possession.
Yeah.
But we'll find out, because Q's all over this, and you know, he's the man about town.
He will let us go, but tension there from the APR bench, as well as the Rivers Hoopers. If the Rivers Hoopers get victory here today, they will have 4 wins and a straight ticket to the playoffs in Kigali. But APR, they've won 2, they've lost 2, and find themselves in a very, very tight position.
The Egyptian referee Amr Abulo and Banza Kalume of the Democratic Republic of Congo, along with Cameron Galinas of the United States of America, very much in discussions here to find out what the final verdict of this is. We call Shabozwa with the final touch because logically he was in play on the court.
Yeah, that's what we saw, Robbie. That's what we saw.
But I've been wrong a couple of times in the past, and I'll admit it and put my hand up. Let's see what happens from this one.
I can just tell you there's a lot of pressure from the coaching staff, especially on the referees, and this is a really pivotal call in the context of this contest.
Well, the crew chief, Cameron, will have to make the final call.
The call is not reversed. It's going to stay white basketball on the baseline, and I think you guys got the read correct in terms of what was what you saw on the screen.
Thank you, Q. Well, how about this? 13.6 seconds remaining. I mean, this is like Groundhog Day. I've been here a couple of times already in the Sahara Conference, and we've seen these scenarios, you know, numerous times now. This is frantic. This is a big play game, big play moment. Perry gets it back out. Amayo, shot clock down to 11. Perry goes up for 3, goes over the top. Eke with the rebound, and it goes in. That is massive, absolutely massive. 8.1 seconds remaining. Timeout's been called.
That's a massive bucket there from Divine AK. Will Perry attempted the three-pointer there, but AK in the right moment gets the rebound and puts it back nicely to tie this game. 58 with 8 seconds to play.
Up to 14 points. The fact is that he ghosted in front of Habimana, and Q will know all about this, you know, for the rebound. You know, you've got to be in the right place at the right time. As soon as the Perry shot knows it's not going to go in, you've got to make sure that you're there.
We talked about it, taking control of the defensive glass. Once again, another offensive rebound, and this time it hurts them because they get a score. But 8 seconds, enough time for Coach Track to construct something with their ball in hand.
Yeah, and, you know, we... the buzzer beater for Obadiah Noel. We've seen it before against US Monastir. US Monastir took them into overtime. This is to actually win the game. Otherwise, we will go to overtime, and which will take us into another 5 minutes of basketball to assess where it's going to go. But let's take a look. We got a double-double for Divine Eke, which is fantastic. Olasameka also with a double-double with Wilkins, Amayo, and Coco on the boards there. And on the other side,
you have Dario Hans also with APR's only double-double, 13 points, 12 rebounds. Jean-Jacques coming off his fast start in the Sahara Conference with 13 points, and Hore Habimana 11, and a great contribution there from Mpoyo, 8 rebounds and 7 points. It's been very, very tight. APR are used to playing under pressure. They've won 2 games so far here in the Sahara Conference, both winning by 5 points, and now it's level.
8.1 seconds to go. Habimana in possession. They've got to get their shot in. Habimana, oh, he's just passed and he's gonna go. Well, that's a foul. That is
a foul on Amayo.
But it's only the second foul, so they don't go to the free throw line. So this is just a play, so there's 3 seconds for them to get a shot in. Otherwise, it is, of course, overtime. That was the foul there by Amayo with that left hand.
It is 3 seconds on the clock.
Need to get the shot in. Habimana goes high, doesn't fall. We go to overtime. The second in this Sahara Conference, which is a new record. We've had 1 in the first season, of course. We've now got 2 here in the Sahara Conference. It finishes 58 points apiece between Rivers Hoopers and APR. We'll take a break and we'll be back for more frantic action here in Dakar.